Hello everybody and welcome to this video pill on CTI automation. First, let us revisit the definition of SOC, which will allow us to transition and define SOAR as a key term here. So the SOC, we define the Security Operations Center. We defined as a unit within an organization which is responsible to obtain and maintain security awareness, and optionally to provide incident response as well. What large SOC teams usually want to achieve is automation, so that they can automatically or at least repeatably execute a sequence of tasks in response to certain events. And that's where SOAR solutions come into play. SOAR is short for Security Orchestration, Automation and Response, which actually is more about automation than about awareness. So we utilize a SOAR when there is an event which needs a response, and the response can be usually as a reaction to an event, or sometimes we can also automate and orchestrate responses to threats or vulnerabilities when we learn about them. The SOAR takes alerts and related information as inputs, and then triggers and executes playbooks, which are essentially a sequence of actions which are executed by either computers or incident responders, or the combination of humans and computers. And what is also important in SOARs is that they are not static. They allow the security analysts and AI-based solutions to develop additional playbooks or optimize existing playbooks, and thereby optimize security operations within an organization. If we also want to compare and contrast CMs and SOARs, then we can say that a CM is for data collection, consolidation, correlation, monitoring and obtaining situational awareness and alerting, while the SOAR comes into play once we have an alert, either based on a novel threat or vulnerability, or when we have an actual incident. And the task of SOAR solutions is to allow our SOC team to respond. In the context of SOAR, we have automation and orchestration. Automation, as the name says, allows us to take the work off the shoulders of the security analysts, of humans, and to transfer some of the workload to computers, while orchestration allows us to define the already mentioned playbooks, which will enable the organization to respond to possible future attacks if the input is a threat or a vulnerability description, or to execute predefined playbooks when we have an actual incident. In the following couple of slides, we have a few use cases, of which I will briefly discuss endpoint malware infection. Let's say that in a large organization, we detect an endpoint with a known malware, and traditionally we would send somebody over there to actually unplug the computer and sanitize it, while in an environment which also deploys a SOAR solution, that task can be automated to a high level ideally, we can define a playbook which will be executed by computers only and which will sanitize the impacted workstation automatically. Additional SOAR use cases are listed here as vulnerability management, in which actually the input is a newly discovered vulnerability for which we can provide playbooks, predefined playbooks, which will be executed for novel vulnerabilities which we decide are sufficiently important. Then SOARs can allow us also to assign incident severity or hunt for IOCs. And with that, I would like to thank you for listening to this and watching this video, and hope to see you in the next.